Yo,
Miko.
what's up, Miko?
Yo, what's up?
What's good?
So
Maybe Mercy is the best suited to give an intro, a little edification before we start talking about ICM Run. So you want to tell us about Miko, Mercy?
Easily, I think probably. I think Miko. I think you're mentor number one, brother. Is that right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Mercy
Look at
reached out
that,
to me with this
huge.
thought, and I was like, I need to be here. That's another crazy thing that it's gonna happen. The ICM space is growing, and I'm excited to the next chapter and then see what's gonna happen next.
100%. Dude, it was
Very
really
good.
funny. When I knew Miko back when I ran my first software startup company. It was called X Co-host, and we had very similar, like overlapping type of users. And it was challenging because when I was initially rolling it out, I was a completely bootstrap founder, Web2 bootstrap for what it's worth too. And Miko was one of the only people I knew at the time, for lack of words, that had the balls to tokenize the idea he had for his software company that he had built, which at the time, the concept around like building these, what you might consider like these B2B and B2C dApps on chain was like very taboo. And actually like very like the stigma was rough. I mean, I know like Miko, you probably had gone through so much stigma around tokenizing what you're doing back then. And you did this back in like 2022, 2023, like like you're doing this way before this whole meta. And so I had this idea for a startup months ago. I mean, like years ago, for building B2B Martech on chain, which is just it was so lame at the time, but I was a little early to the idea. But I really liked what Miko was building, and I pitched the idea to him years ago. And obviously, with ICM coming in, it just made the perfect pathway. Miko is going to be so important to this incubator for indie teams building products that have high use case for users and traders, but don't have like massive 1 million venture raised, backing to roll it out. Miko has rolled out very viral, extremely user viral product led user acquisition playbooks that's acquired him thousands, tens of thousands of users for his product without deploying these super gimmicky marketing campaigns that just use VC money to like shill out to everyone. Miko, of course, would love for you to chat a little bit about that.
Bro, I appreciate what you said. It's pretty crazy to hear it from you, and I guess from the kind of thing that we even did like two times actually, which was like the Q1 and Q2 recap campaigns. I guess what I'm touching on this is because when you create a product or some idea that people want to dive into and they see the value sharing that's something massive, and I guess this is what I'll be working on with the project, to kind of show them that there are ways to get the engagement and do it organically, and this is what we did a bunch of times. Obviously, shout out to Capital CK from Reach Network. He helped us from more an influencer sort of push on that side. But even with the influencers and even with all this, like, you can, it doesn't mean that it can be successful. And with us dropping, I think we in total we generated around 15,000 cards for the people, which again, it's a crazy milestone. And this is what we're gonna be diving into with the projects, to show them that if you have a cool product, people will use it and share it on the timeline. And this is what I'm here for, and excited to help these founders and bring their products to life, and then help them with everything that's gonna be going on.
Dude, that's awesome. Miko, I want to know, man, what was the pitch like when Mercy came to you? You were the first one. So, Mercy wasn't coming to you saying, we got Ben on board, we got Luca on board. You had to kind of take that initial, that initial step. What did Mercy say when he contacted you?
Holy shit! I feel like the general pitch was like I love the idea of like helping the founders. I feel like this is what I fell in love with, because especially when you were at the beginning, it's just super hard. Like, nobody tells you anything, and this is what, like, me personally as a founder, like, I wish I had someone like Mercy or someone like me when we started out. I wish for that, because there were so many mistakes that were made, and it's not because, like, you just don't know, and that's okay. And I feel like, with these founders coming in, especially in Web3, it's such a different game. You guys know it. It's way different. So I guess that's what really like brought me in, like the ability to to actually help these founders, help them navigate for everything that is going on. And yeah, and that was kind of brought me in, and obviously the energy and everything from Mercy, that's always there. And obviously, you know, then all the other guys were brought in, and it got me even more excited. But again, I feel like when it comes down to is believing the vision, and I believe the vision of Mercy, what he has, and what he's doing. And I guess this is super important for the space. And yeah, glad to be a part of it. Glad to be the first one on boarded. And yeah, looking forward for the products coming in. Let's fucking go.
And you've been getting involved in the Believe app ecosystem too, and he's on ETH for what it's worth, right? We don't fault him for that. You know, he's early mover, right? There was no utility coins on Solana at the time that could break through at the time. So I mean, fair is fair, right? But you're already working with like Cruella, and you're already working with like other Believe app builders already that have like crossover value. You didn't just like join ICM.run and hope to incubate. Like you also went out of your way to like learn about the Believe app ICM ecosystem too, which like, you know, I always knew you would do anyways. That's why you're mentor choice number one when I thought of this, putting this together. But yeah, man, you've been grinding it too. And I think, you know, there's so much you're going to be able to help a lot of the founders in our network with. And, you know, sometimes people launch these DAOs and they just do these big name KOL DAOs. Like, man, like maybe people get hype at first for those types of things, but the substance that's going to come out of this DAO is really what I'm most excited about. And if I've done a too good of a job of selling the DAO that you think the substance can't be better, I think that maybe is just a fault of my own, because the stuff that that's going to come out of this is going to greatly exceed like what we're doing with the DAO, like the front end of the DAO, how the DAO looks to the public. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you guys gone through the process already, or started the process of assigning certain mentors to projects, or is that yet to be done, yet to come through the pipeline?
Yeah, so right now we have pre-interest forms for projects applying, and we can't accept. I'm not like the governance of this DAO. The mentors are the governance. So the way it works essentially is projects will apply. We'll put them in a benchmarking batch together, essentially. So it'll be kind of like, I won't call it a cohort, but it'll be a batch of applications. And we'll benchmark the projects, and essentially all the mentors be able to vote on the projects that they want to be able to work with. We'll be looking for a mostly 70%, close to unanimous. We'll start with those primarily, incubate those teams. Many times that we will be stuck choosing between Pepsi and Coca-Cola, or like choosing between really good companies, because we can't incubate all of them. It's also why this DAO is here too, because there's other people in this DAO that maybe if we can't incubate them, we'll be able to refer them to like the right pathways. I really want to say that like the success of ICM.run isn't going to be predicated on the projects we incubate. It's going to be predicated on all the projects that get value from the DAO without even being part of it. Like the whole goal of the DAO is to build a massive platform and watering hole. And a watering hole in like the Sahara is just like where everybody comes together to drink. The lions are drinking next to the zebras, next to the fish, next to the crocodiles, right? It's important that we create these watering holes where people can come together and learn. YC's done a really good job of that. It's sincerely lacking in the ICM space. The Launchpad war shit is just honestly like more of like a bug, not a feature. And I'm hoping to squash it. You know what I mean? And of course, I'm excited to flex the projects we incubate, but I'm even more excited to be able to help projects that aren't in our DAO and are getting incubated by us. We just want to build a place where people can find where things are happening, you know?
Dude, let's go. We got Pierre. Miko, are you on the time constraint today? And I remember someone had to go early.
Yeah. I had to jump off. I had like 2 events actually. I'm on ETH Warsaw right now. So I'll be just spreading the ICM word here live to the people. So I have to jump off, but it was really great to be here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to you guys, to the Mercy, Dinero, Josh. Love to be here. Good luck with the stream, and let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. It was brief, but it was good to talk to you and meet you, Miko. We will chat soon.